Think for a minute. Use your head. Meg did save your life. Now, your father's probably grateful, or maybe he feels sorry for her. It doesn't mean he's going to marry her.
I know. I should have listened to you in the first place, instead of Miss Bennett.
Oh, Vera? You didn't listen to her, did you? She's a bitch. She can't get a man of her own, so she tries to make everyone else unhappy that does. I can just see her now laughing over all the trouble she's caused.
I said such rotten things to him. He was so hurt.
Honey, he loves you. Now, all you have to do is apologize.
How can I? Supposing he doesn't come and see me.
Don't talk rubbish. Look, there are phones in here, aren't there? You're allowed a phone call a week. Why don't you ring him?
Ring him? Oh, Judy, that's a great idea. Thanks for standing by me. You're a real friend.
Well, you know me. You can always lean on me. After all, I'm built like a brick dunny.
Well, you try. You keep going. And I'll come back and look at you in a minute, see what you're doing. How are you going? Oh, I like that building. Who's inside? But it was a wolf or something?
Gee, are all these little ones sick?
I'm afraid so, but Nurse Benson's marvellous with them. You'll like her, Doreen. Oh, Nurse Benson.
Yes, Doctor.
This is Mrs. Burns. She's interested in our Nurses' Aid program. I'd like you to show her around the ward. Let her meet the children.
Oh, if it's no trouble.
I'd be happy to.
And Mrs. Davidson and I have a few things to discuss. Take as much time as you want. We'll wait for you in my office.
All right, Doreen?
Oh, yeah. The kids will keep me company.
This your first time in a children's ward?
Oh, yeah, except when I have my tonsils out. Bit nervous, though, in case they don't like me.
I remember that feeling. Oh, they're terrific, and they'll be really excited to see a new face. You ready?
Yeah, here goes.
Children, we have a visitor.
You busy?
I would have thought that was obvious. Some of the things these people write are unbelievable.
Illegible too, most of it. Oh, Julie, would you try that classic interiors number for me again, please?
Well, I must say, you seem very interested in interior decorating lately. Or is it the decorator that interests you?
Since you're so overworked, Miss Bennett, why don't you conserve your energy by minding your own business? I have enough of this place during the day. What I do outside of it is entirely my own affair.
How's the tea, Erica?
Perfect. It's good to relax with old friends.
I missed you at the opera this year.
Oh, Frank, I only had time to subscribe to one season of the Ballet One Art. It's more relaxing. Besides, I can fantasize about being a great ballerina.
Somehow I can't see you running the prison in a tutu.
Oh, cheek! I'll have you know I did very well in ballet classes until I was about 9. And then the intellectual won out over the physical. Doreen's been gone for quite some time. She must be enjoying herself in there.
Well, I thought she should find out herself if she could cope. A ward full of sick children is far more harrowing than 1 or 2 healthy babies.
Still, she's been gone for quite a while.
Well, maybe we should check, just to see if she's lost her way.
Here comes the wolf. Grrr! And he says, I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. And he huffs and he puffs. She seems
And he
blows
perfectly at
the
ease
store
with
house
them, Frank.
all away.
Even more important, they're perfectly at ease with her.
Oh, sorry.
We didn't want to interrupt. It was hard to tell who was having the most fun.
Oh, I reckon I was. They're really great. Simon can't laugh because he's just had his appendix out, but it's all right, me playing with them, isn't it?
Oh, of course. You handle them very well. I'm most impressed.
Now, we really must be getting back, Doreen.
Oh, but I haven't finished the story yet.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be other times.
Oh, okay. Well, will you kids eat up all your tea and behave yourselves?
No.
Oh, and I'll see you real soon, won't I? Bye. Bye. And don't you worry, Dr. Henderson. If you give me a job here, I won't let you down.
I'm sure you would. Just let me get things sorted out, and I'll be in touch with Mrs. Davidson soon.
Oh.
Very soon. I promise.
Never fails.
Hello.
Hello. You're a bit late for lunch, aren't you?
Can I come in?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry.
I hope you like Chinese food. I raided the local takeaway. I didn't think you want to cook.
Well, actually,
Oh. Oh, Morris, you've done it again. I should have phoned, I know, but... Well, I needed time to get things into perspective about Tracy.
Bob, will you stop acting as though you have to explain? You're not answerable to me.
But I want to be. I mean, well, I think you have a right to know what's bothering me.
All right. But only if you want to tell me.
Well, Tracy's got herself all upset about us.
Us? But I don't follow.
Well, it seems some charmer at the prison has told her we're having a mad love affair.
You're joking. Well, who on earth would... Vera.
The name did cross my mind, yeah.
Has to be. All the more reason for Tracy to take no notice. Vera tends to go overboard in drawing conclusions about other people's lives. It's frustration, mainly. Probably because she hasn't got much of a life herself, poor thing.
Well, I wish I could be that charitable. But our relationship means a lot to me, Meg, and somehow she's cheapened it.
Bob, I know it's hard for you to understand, but Tracy's not thinking clearly right now. Well, prison does that to you. The slightest thing gets blown out of all proportion.
You're right. Tracy needs me, I'm sure, and I don't want to put a war between us, but, well, at the same time, I don't want anything to hurt our relationship.
Don't worry. Nothing will. Oh, well, do you want some more coffee?
That sounds like a subtle hint to leave.
Oh, don't be silly. It's not that late.
Yes, it is. And you need your rest, McGill.
It's been a lovely evening. I'm glad you came.
Well, let's do it again sometime.
I'd like that.
Tomorrow. I'll bring the food.
I'm saving your steak from today's lunch.
Do I have to?
You deserve it.
I'll never be late again. Night, Meg. Sleep well.
You too. Good night.
Hello, Meg. It's Vera. Guess what? After all those double shifts, I've actually got an afternoon off. So I thought I'd come round and look after you. Perhaps tidy up. Well, of course not, Meg, but why? Is there anything wrong?
Well, I just rather you didn't, Vera. I'm quite capable of running my own life without any interference.
I was trying to help, not interfere.
But you have been interfering, Vera. And passing judgment on facts you don't know anything about. My life is none of your concern. And I'd appreciate you staying out of it.
I see. It's obvious someone's trying to turn you against me. Well, whatever my faults are, I'm not using you. You'd have to be blind not to see that Morris man is simply buttering you up to make things easier for his daughter.
Look, Vera, I'm sure you mean well. But even if you are right, I've got to sort things out for myself. Well, surely you can understand that. Thanks for the offer. I'll talk to you soon.
Give me those release papers for Birdsworth. She's due in court in an hour.
Here I am. Well, what are we waiting for? I'm ready. Sooner we get at them, the better.
Bob, I wasn't expecting you till later.
This can't wait till later. Meg, can I come in?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry.
Tracy phoned me. She wanted to make sure everything was all right between us. I can't tell you how relieved I am.
Well, I'm glad everything's sorted out for you.
It's very difficult for her in there, Meg. I wish I could find some way of making it easier. But you know, more than I do, the strain that place puts on everybody, including the staff. I mean, why you stick it, I'll never know.
Bob, it just so happens that I like my job, and I'm good at it.
Well, of course you're good at it, but can't you see how concerned I am? You're in danger every minute of the day, Meg. It worries me sick.
Bob, I didn't... You mean you're really worried about my work?
Of course I'm worried. I'd like to get you miles away from that place to somewhere safe. There must be dozens of jobs you could do.
But what about Tracy?
What does Tracy